Hey everybody, Beaumont Enterprise Sports reporter Avi Zalen here for just a quick 2-minute, try to keep it that long at least, recap of Lamar's fourth loss of the season. Happened here in Houston at Texas Southern University. The Cards now fall to 2-4 on the year, while Texas Southern gets its first win, 1-5. I mentioned this in my game story, which is coming out in tomorrow's paper, but that Texas Southern record was pretty misleading. They played a couple of really strong opponents. This was actually, like I said, their first home game of the year. Those 5 losses came to teams like SMU, Indiana, SMU, Lamar, and Texas Southern were all part of the same contract deal to play those games. And they also play on the road at Tennessee. So, and Norfolk State, which is a decent basketball team in Virginia. So Coach Mike Davis really challenged his team, and I don't think that 0-5 record was really indicative of the quality program that they have here. This is a team that went to the NCAA tournament last year after winning the SWAC conference tournament. So Lamar certainly had its work cut out for it. I thought it was a pretty good matchup for them, though. At the end of the first half, Lamar is down 6 points, 33-27, and then the key stretch came kind of in the second half where Texas Southern goes on a 17-6 run over the course of 5.5 minutes. A lot of that was really keyed by Lamar breaking down defensively, and that's something that Coach Tick Price talked about in the postgame. TSU was getting a lot of decent dribble penetration, being able to get to the bucket, hitting those layups, getting those easy shots. And because of that, Lamar wasn't really able to build its offense off its defense. And then when Lamar went back down the court on the offensive end, TSU was doubling Tyran de la Teboudiere in the post, and that was really giving Lamar a lot of problems. They were trying to kick it out to some of their shooters, Zori Bosha, Anthony Holiday, guys that usually are pretty much on for Lamar, had relatively off nights. Jory had a great first half. He hits down 2 threes, finishes with 8, but then he's held scoreless in the second. He gets some open looks. Some of those balls kind of rimmed out for him. He finishes 3 of 9 shooting. Tyran leads the team with 16 points in this one. And then Anthony Holiday, he's a guy that's averaging 11 points for them. He's held to 7, and he fouls out. So kind of a frustrating game for him. It seems like Lamar wasn't really able to find that second scoring option when Tyran wasn't available there and weren't able to get those opportunities. So certainly the tide started to turn there, and that's one of the marks of kind of an inexperienced team where they're not used to playing each other a whole lot, referring to Lamar, where when times get tough and when the momentum's starting to swing, who's going to be that guy that gathers everybody together and says, all right, guys, we're not going to take it. Let's get back in this thing. And really, when the chips were down, they weren't able to do that tonight. And kind of Texas Southern just took over in that key stretch that I referenced earlier. Again, just real quick, 12 of 22 from the foul line from Lamar. It's just one of those problems that continues to get these guys. That's 54%. Obviously, you're going to be shooting a lot better from the foul line, especially if you're able to get there. They also allow Texas Southern to shoot 60% from the field in the second half. So those are just kind of some of the key numbers and things that went wrong for Lamar, and certainly are places to improve on. I don't think it's really time for panic. I don't think anybody is panicking, but it was certainly a game that was winnable for Lamar, and it would have meant a lot. It would have meant they were advancing to 3-3 on the year. It would have given them their first winning streak since, well, a long, long time, considering this is a team that had 4 wins last year, 3 wins the previous. Now they're already up to 2-4. So they have this road stretch continues for them. They go on the road at Iowa State, one of those money games that, just try to do your best there. Then they go on the road again against Texas Pan American, and then they come back home for Champion Baptist and somebody else. One of the other colleges and AIA schools. And then we start looking at Southland play, which is really, when you see what you're made of. So that's the final here from Houston 71, Texas Southern 71, Lamar 59. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned.